Hello all and welcome back to the channel. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you for your support. The subscriptions are going higher and higher on a daily basis, and all your support is really coming through. We've had great views on all our videos, which I'm really happy about, and thank you very much for your support there. But today's video is a video on the Bluesy. I've had it for 3 weeks now, and this is a 3 week review on my initial 3 week thoughts, the things I like and the things I don't like, and a general chit chat about the Bluesy. So let's get into it and take a look. Hi guys and welcome back. I've had this watch now for 3 weeks. It's a Rolex Submariner bimetal date. It's the 2021 41mm 12266 126613 LB. It's the half gold blue sunburst dial Submariner. One of, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful watches out there on the market today. I've had this watch now for 3 weeks, and yeah, it's literally just done everything I needed from it. And also, since owning it, I've never thought about changing it to anything else in my collection as well. I've literally just worn it and just loved every minute of it. The 41mm does, really make a difference in my opinion. It just works for me. The shoulders of the watch are just beautiful, and the way it sits on my wrist, usually like in larger models like the Deep Sea and the 43mm Sea Dweller, it just works and it makes me feel comfortable without feeling that issue of being oh, it feels a bit too small on the wrist. It sits well, it looks good, and yeah, it just works. I'm really happy with it. One of the reasons I really wanted this watch is because my father, he had a half gold blue sub pre-ceramic, must have been late 1999s or early 2000s, but he had that was his first one for a while, and it was just iconic, and I just wanted it, because when I was a child and he wore that, I was very lust, had much lust for it, and I just wanted the same really. And I'm being quite lucky that I had access to a 2021 from the AED. In my previous video, it did take me 1 day to get it, but on further research it was about 3 hours from email to email. But overall, fantastic watch. It's just perfect. I just love it. The blue's fantastic. The clasp is fantastic. It's near perfect, to be honest. It's very near perfect. The 18K is just popping off. I much prefer it over my rose gold root beer. It just works a bit better for me. The reflection's a lot more subtle. It doesn't look like, I feel like the root beer, everything seems, the reflection seems like high vis, and this is a lot more normal reflection in my opinion. But yeah, it's beautiful. I've liked it for a very long time. Let me sort my glove over here. Wait a minute. Oh dear. So yeah, I've always wanted one, and I'm very lucky that I got the call. As you can see as well from one of my previous videos, I did take it diving with me. It's hit the sea water. The seals, they accepted it. They didn't want to attack it off and bite it off my wrist, which is quite nice and calming. But yeah, overall, really pleased. Haven't really wanted to wear anything else in my collection since I've been having this, which is quite strange really, because I do like to chop and change. But since having this, it has really stuck, and I think that means quite a lot. I know in terms of retail price, you know, on the grey market, they're a little bit over, but not too much considering, you know, other models. They're crazy grey market price. But overall fantastic, yeah, absolutely wonderful. Do I have any complaints? The only complaint I really have is trying to keep the 18K at least scratch free as possible. I haven't put the watch protect kit on this one as of yet. I'm just wearing it because I can't wait really. I can't wait. I just want to wear it as much as I can. I just love the contrast as well. The contrast from the gold and the steel is just fantastic. It just looks great. It feels great, and everything about it's pretty good. As you can see, the dial there is just popping off in the light, but when you shade it, it's just a completely different watch. It is quite strange. It's like a watch of 3 dials. And it, you know, if you watch my previous videos, old Paul did say the same, and he did kind of back me up that it does feel like that. It is hard to get everything on camera. I do use my phone to record my videos, so you know, I'm a bit, you know, I'm only just using what I got really. But overall fantastic, you know. Nice. Look at that. Just look at it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beautiful watch. Let me just try and think quickly of any downsides. Not really. I just think the 41mm works in every single way. It just looks symmetrical. It looks good. Nothing's out of proportion. It just looks good. I'm really happy with it. I've had it for 3 weeks. I plan to wear it for another 3 weeks, and for a long time. This is definitely a keeper in the collection. And if you ever get your hands on one and like a blue, this is the watch for you. What I've noticed, and not what I've noticed, but what I've wanted in my collection is like variation in colour, and that's why I also think the OP41s are doing so well. Is because, and they're so hard to get, is because, you know, if you have say 8 or 10 watches or 5 watches, you lift them up, you got a black sub, you got a black seed, you know, sea dweller, you got a black sky dweller, you got, you know, everything's black, everything kind of looks the same. Where if you got these kind of blues and the yellows, it just pops off in your collection. It just steps up to another level, and can, you know, change your dynamics in the collection. You know, when I lift this, say for example I had a box and I lifted all mine out and had a look, this one will automatically catch my eye first because it's just different to the others. And also being the sunburst dial, it just looks beautiful. No complaints really other than that. I wish that would stay scratch free, but that's pretty impossible as well. But I'll try my best. But like I said, I do wear my watches, and you know, it is quite hard to keep them mint when they are so sensitive to scratching. But yeah, it's a beautiful watch. If anyone gets the call for this, I would really recommend taking it. It is beautiful, and yeah, it's one to stay for a very long time. So that's why I'm not too bothered about if it gets an odd scratch here or there. Then that's just the way it is, and one day I'll just send it for a service and it'll come back absolutely mint. But yeah, no, appreciate your views. Really like to get to speak to people in the comments. You got any watch questions or anything about any of my watches, please get in the comments, and yeah, I always get I read every comment, and I try to reply to every comment, which is also good news. But yeah, fantastic watch, perfect for me, and yeah, well, I'm really happy with it. I've had it for 3 weeks, and it's just done everything I need. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.